Damn, I haven't been on this motherfucker in a minute. Let me lift my chair up. There we go. That's my first time ever lifting up this chair. Um, I still say like 10 years later, about 10 years later, I'm still saying but I'm just gonna get straight into it. Shit is weird now, bro. Shit is weird now. I'm having a hard time making sense of reality. Reality is a very it's a very illogical thing. It's so funny. We use so many logical rules to define reality, but yet reality itself is so fucking illogical. I can't put into words what it is, and it's just I don't know. Like then the more I go down the rabbit hole of trying to make sense of this, it makes even less sense. I laugh, I cry, I feel sad, I feel happy, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel as though the sadness in those tough times they hit a lot harder than the good times. Like I feel as if I get what they say. I get a smidgen of goodness, good times, and I just get like a fucking flood of roughness, rough and hard times. Then you go down these spiritual loops. Everybody does this in life. Some people choose to go down the religious lane. Some people choose to be atheists. Some people choose to be spiritual. Um, and not to say that none of these lanes work because from what I've seen, I don't know if these people really do, but from what I've seen, you gonna find your small pool of people that get closure in all of those lanes. You might find somebody that get closure being an atheist. You might find somebody that get closure being religious. You might find somebody that get closure being spiritual. But I'll say for the predominant amount of the human race, most of us don't find closure in any of these lanes. It's just it get to a point where no matter which of these lanes you pick and go down the rabbit hole, you just hit a cluster of mind fuck. It get to a point where it just starts. Your mind just get fucked with. It just get to a point and start fucking your mind. And then it's I think watching a lot of cartoons coming up makes me want to still be optimistic, but at times I can't tell if it's optimism or just pure delusion. You gotta think the last time I did one of these self therapies might have been 2017, and as I'm looking at the clock, it says 3:37 a.m. September 10th, 2025. And I felt like shit made more sense in my last self therapy than it does now. I don't know if I'm in a toxic environment. I don't know if that's the trend of culture right now, because I mean, I talk I talk with my friends a lot about this, about rage bait. We talk about how rage bait is a big thing now. So I don't know if the toxicity of rage bait culture is affecting current events right now. Or it could just plain out be like I'm just naive and have to accept the fact that I don't know. Which doesn't help neither. I think the last time I played music on this bitch, when I was like doing my self therapies, but we gonna keep it we just gonna keep it straight gangster for now. uh it's so funny, I'm laughing now, but like just a few hours ago, uh I was shedding a few tears. That's always been me. I hate when I can't I hate when I can't figure shit out. I hate when I can't figure shit out. So I end up going down this rabbit hole trying to figure things out. It works for skill, but it works for skill based things, but life based wise, it I never been able to figure that out. And even though no one person has truly been able to figure out life, um, from what I've seen, some people say they do, but I don't know. I just feel like if you can figure out life, you can guide other people to figure out life. So I be thinking like, what if, what if, okay, you didn't really figure out the people that you. It seemed like they figured out life through those. Like I was saying, they figured it out through atheism. They figured it out through being religious. They figured it out through being spiritual. What if they didn't figure out life? What if they just became very delusional in their ideologies and just like straight up lost their fucking mind? I think of that. What if they happily lost their mind? Because you got like the pros and cons of losing your mind. You got like people when they lose their mind in a negative way, they get psychosis. But then like what if like somebody that lost their mind in a positive way, what if that is enlightenment?